Hey dolls! Welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. How you doing? So glad you're here. Have you guys made it? Are you alive? Are you heavier? Did you gain a couple pounds over the last couple of days? Are you starting to think about your New Year's resolution and getting back into the gym? I know I have. I am right there every year. I'm just like, okay, 5 pounds isn't bad. I'm gonna start on my journey, get fit, and I'm gonna lose this 4.5 pounds, and I'm gonna be fine. It's usually water weight, but sometimes it's not. So, all jokes aside, I am going to pick up Anthony Joshua's training manual and really try to boot camp this next year. I'm going to get the fittest I've ever been. I'm already pretty healthy. I do not eat meat or fast food or dairy. I'm vegan. The thing is, I don't work out a lot, and that's where I'm lacking. I'm getting older. I need to start doing the muscle stuff. I need to start weightlifting stuff. And boxing, I have found, is a great all over workout. I didn't watch the fight, but I saw the aftermath of the Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight, and baby, woo. I haven't seen a man get rocked, get their cap peeled back that far since Elmer Fudd blew Daffy Duck's beak off in hunting season. I mean, dude, did y'all see this fight? It was insane, bruv. He did him so filthy. And now I guess he's like hemmed up in the hospital, fractured jaw in 2 places. Face looks crazy, and they're talking about he's retired now. I guess the first thing that happened was that the boxing commission suspended him temporarily, then they suspended him indefinitely, then he was like, okay, F it, I'm gonna just retire. Like, yeah, you should retire. This fight nearly ended you, bruv. I mean, it ended your career, but it also almost ended you. Like, man, this is a CTE match if you ask me. If you didn't have CTE before, you do now. Welcome to soft helmet life, Jake. Because what were you thinking? And who were you feeling like? And I mean, obviously, that's a rhetorical question. Hubris and I'm better than everybody is what he was thinking. But bro, you were fighting up against people that you had to deal with. They couldn't knock you out. They wouldn't knock you out. That was the deal. This was not that. And maybe it was. I've heard rumblings that like he's considering suing because this whole thing was not part of the deal. And I say that because I've heard rumblings. I've heard rumblings of an impending lawsuit. I've heard that Anthony had to wear larger gloves, that there was a contract in place, that there was no knockouts allowed, etc. I've heard all these things, and I don't know to what degree they're true, but there is a piece of this fight that makes me think, yeah, I don't think he was supposed to do that. So this hilarious still image is brought to you by this clip here. Look at that knockout. It was brutal, and he couldn't believe it wasn't butter. Like, he just couldn't believe it. And look at Joshua. Look at Anthony Joshua's face right before he did it. He was grinning like the cat that got the canary. He wasn't supposed to do that. I don't think that he was supposed to do what he did. That was the face of a man that said, you know what? Like, he just went for it. And I don't think he was supposed to. So I'm convinced because of that clip and Anthony Joshua's face before he broke that man's jaw, he wasn't supposed to do that. Child, I'm just so glad that this fight occurred. Jake Paul has been a menace to society for years. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him or his brother. I've known about them for some time now, but I've completely tuned them out. I'm just not a fan of his brand of celebrity or influencer or whatever he's calling himself these days. I mean, I guess he's a boxer now, but between him and his brother, I just find them both very, very annoying. So I'm so glad that Anthony came along and rocked his world and made him retire, because hopefully he will just go away now. Or at the very minimum, have his jaw wired shut so we don't have to listen to that man speak for a minute. I'm glad the fight went well. I'm glad Anthony is back home. He's doing his whole like press junket. He was on the Breakfast Club and he told Charlemagne the God that he liked black women, like American black women, and like every American black woman's heart just swelled, and every British black woman was just like, aw, shucks. So of course, as one does, now we're trying to figure out like who would he make a cute couple with, and I think Daphne Blunt or Kayla Nicole. I also had Coco Jones and Zendaya on this short list, but as y'all know, both of those ladies are no longer on the market. Congratulations to the beautiful fiancés. But yeah, these two here. Daphne Blunt was on The Young and the Restless. She's a singer, a songwriter, absolutely stunning young lady, as is Kayla Nicole, who is responsible for that viral Toni Braxton Halloween getup and dance that went completely viral on TikTok a couple months ago. Kayla Nicole is a celebrity in her own right, a personality, a influencer, all the things. So I think that either of these women would make a very, very suitable companion for this beautiful man. What do you guys think? He himself is such a good person as well. He's a really big philanthropist. In fact, him and Harry did an event in 2017 for Made by Sport, which is a 4-year project created to highlight the importance of activity and community for vulnerable young people. It raises money for gyms, community centers, and other sports programs in dire need of funding. So he's done a lot of philanthropic work for the kids in his community and in Nigeria. He's an OBE, unfortunately. Got one from Charles a couple years ago. And I say unfortunately because it is quite unfortunate to accept a title from an imperialist. And that's the only negative thing that I have seen of this man. We don't have any history of him being menacing or derogatory. I've never seen any headlines that are scandalous whatsoever. He has a Meghan Markle record, squeaky clean. And for the most part, he keeps his personal life personal. I think that if he did have some scandals there, he probably wouldn't have gotten an OBE because they do that kind of background check prior to having you in the palace getting awarded by the king, right? It would be kind of embarrassing if it came out later that you did something quite untoward. So yeah, Harry and Anthony link up in 2017 to do this sporting engagement for the youth. And afterwards, Anthony posted this really cute post on his Instagram, pretty much shouting out Harry, saying that, hey, if you need a best man, let me know. Really cute post from a really cute guy. I know I've said this like a million times already, but this man is so beautiful. Him and Prince Harry together, this is like top 10% of beautiful men in the world. He's 6'5", Harry's like 6'2", I think, something around there. It's like blowing my brain chemistry right now. Like I'm malfunctioning. Y'all do not know my struggle, okay? I have been working on this episode since the fight. First, I came across his GQ spread. Then I came across some of his Under Armour stuff. I've been struggling to put this together for like a week now. I have been lost in the Anthony Joshua sauce. I can't even imagine a woman trying to handle all of this. And he has a son. So we know some poor woman has. We know some woman out there has had her egg cracked hard, scrambled hard by this man. And sorry to that lady, I can't even imagine. If you search Anthony Joshua's name on TikTok, there's like so many hilarious TikToks right now of men complaining about how their wives and girlfriends were completely gaga over this man, as I imagine Harry was in 2020 when his wife also met Anthony Joshua at that last Commonwealth Day that they attended, where she wore that brilliant green Amelia Wickstead number with the hat. Yeah, she met him, and I don't know, the look on her face. Yes, she is a professional. She obviously has a type. Harry is clearly the love of her life. But man, the way my guy was hovering over his wife's shoulder. She's a diplomat. She's a consummate professional. So she was smiling, but man, ear to ear, glowing like that, girl, Harry had to check and make sure. Had Harry sweating a little bit there. No, I'm just kidding. Anthony was raised by Nigerian parents. He has very strong morals. He's obviously a good man. But like the way she's looking at him is just classic. This is how women respond to Anthony Joshua. This is the only appropriate way to respond to Anthony Joshua. He's just, girl. Anthony also gave a really great speech at that last Commonwealth Day. And not that that's a big deal or anything, because the royals can all go fuck themselves. But to be an Olympic champion, a Commonwealth champion, a world champion, it takes a lot of grit and a lot of determination in this profession. It's really impressive that that caught the attention of the Queen of England, one of the most prominent figures in history, as well as the king, who is far less prominent, but still in England, that is something to be heralded. So I'm going to give him all the kudos in the world for this and for all of his work that he has done in the UK. I hope that he, Harry, and Meghan team up in the future, between him and Harry getting along swimmingly the way that they did, and then he and Meghan sharing the commonality of their Nigerian roots. There could be really something special here. Invictus Nigeria comes to mind. They do have that new athletic center that they put out there. I'm just manifesting this for 2026. What do you guys think? I think that that would be sensational if the three of them put out a project together in Nigeria. Can you imagine?